It's the scene in London right now, and doesn't it look wonderful and glorious? And this is exactly how I think it should look. I don't know about you, but permanently all year round. As I've often said on the show here, chums, we should be absolutely mega proud of our heritage, as should everybody in their own part of the world. Don't let people put you off about what's gone on in the past. I know a lot of people say this, but it's true, isn't it? You can't change the past. You can only maybe navigate the future into a different way. And of course, when you think about the past, there's all the good and the bad bits. And the thing is, we all have to think, have we learnt from that? Now, as you know, today is a celebration. I don't really think that's the right word, but of course, commemorative, look back, thankful to all those wonderful, brave men and women of all parts of the world for VE80. I mean, wow, when you think about that, incredible. And for my mind, just on a royal touch, I just remember reading that wonderful story about how the very young Princess Elizabeth, of course, and Princess Margaret snuck out, to enjoy the celebrations, having sort of begged, the mum and dad, can they go and do this? It was turned into a wonderful film, I know, and I just thought it was a really nice story because, of course, it just goes to show, doesn't it, how difficult life must have been. I remember interviewing a couple that got together at the very height of the war, literally meeting and having tea at the Cumberland Hotel in Marble Arch and having dance bands in the afternoon, and then they would disappear, and she was never sure if he was going to return. And she said, each time he returned, she just counted her blessings and thanked God. And you do kind of think none of us know that sort of world that they lived in then. And the other things that fascinate me about that era is the fact that people just got up, carried on, slept downstairs in the tube, and then went to work, and then sometimes found they had no, house or anything to go back to, but that sort of spirit kept on. And the point of this short video really is I just wanted to thank, everybody, actually, their relatives, if it was their great-grandfather, their grandfather. We must thank these people, as I say, all the brave men and young people, I mean, incredibly young people. And you do kind of think now, would anybody have that bravery? Because when you see those black and white images of those people going to war, no idea what's around the corner for them, and no idea whether they're coming back. And from my own personal experience, talking to my family members who said they'd never even been out of the village, and suddenly they're in, France or Germany or whatever. It must have been terrifying, not only because they've left their communities, but now suddenly they're having to face a reality. And it's no wonder that their lives were changed, well, forever. And as many know, it was difficult for them to return back to normal life. So as our commemorative day starts with, of course, the British royal family honouring these brave men and women, I think we should also take time out here on this channel. There's a lot of us now to say a huge thank you for everything that these people did for us. The free speech, the living that we're now, all thanks to them, living, and more importantly, learning a lesson from that. Things can go wrong, and of course you have to learn from that. But really, also, let's not forget that there were golden memories created during that period. People that you remember, great wartime heroes, not just war heroes, but entertainers. Anne Shelton, George Formby, everybody remembers Vera Lynn, but there were vast other people that kept the nation wonderfully entertained over here in the United Kingdom. Tommy Handley, yes, it's that man again, Itmar. I mean, people do remember all of these things, and even in the darkest times, they found a way to laugh. Of course, as many people realise at the famous London Palladium, there was one man that did a lot to make people laugh during the war, and that was the brilliant Max Miller. Been to see his statue in Brighton. What a character, what a guy. Every generation has one, but of course not every generation had these wonderful brave men and women. And so today, truly, we salute you. Happy VE Day, everyone around the world. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.